Australia and the European Union signed a trade deal on Tuesday that was 8 years in the making. The deal removes tariffs for almost all European goods and for nearly all exports of Australian critical minerals. But some Australian agricultural products like beef and sheep meat will be subject to export quotas, and Australian farmers sharply criticized the pact for delivering, quote, subpar access to the bloc. The agreement comes after both sides stepped up talks in the wake of significantly higher U.S. tariffs under the Trump administration and more angst in the West over China's dominant position in the supply of rare earths and other critical minerals. The agreement will remove over 99% of tariffs on EU goods exports to Australia, cutting $1.2 billion a year in duties for companies. The two sides also signed an agreement to boost security and defense ties. Here's Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese.
The Australia-European Free Trade Agreement will lower trade and investment barriers between Australia and the EU, a market of around 450 million people. This agreement is worth $10 billion to the Australian economy on an annual basis.
European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said EU exports to Australia are expected to grow by up to 33% over the next decade.
Today, we are telling an important story to a world that is deeply changing. A world where great powers are using tariffs as a leverage and supply chains as vulnerabilities to be exploited. In our story, open, rules-based trade delivers positive sum outcomes. Trust matters more than transactions. It is a story of building strength at home and diversifying abroad through a reliable network of agreements that we respect and uphold.